afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacast from me, host Imperial Dane, your master propaganda hero, site defender of the fatherland, the one that keeps the boogeyman away from you, that checks under your bed for commandos, stormtroopers, or what else that might come out to drag you away and shoot you in the head. We're off here to a 2 vs 2 on the Rails and Metals. Personally, not one of my favourite maps. In fact, it's probably not one of the top 10 of maps I really just like to see go away, possibly dragged away by stormtroopers to be shot in the head in the middle of the night. But that's another story. In the south, we got Dr.O and Dr.T fighting for America, freedom, democracy, forming up the valiant 1st Armored Division tasked with breaking through here under the command of, under orders from Patton, who's had enough of the goddamn Nazis holding up the advance. In the north, it's Luvnest and Refero fighting for the German army, valiantly holding back the Allies, trying to at least beat them very thoroughly. Fighting on here for the 116th Panzer Division Wienhund. Docs, we're looking at infantry, airborne, heavy cavalry again, mechanized, and more airborne, versus Blitzkrieg, Jaeger Armour, mechanized, special operations, fortifications, and Luftwaffe ground forces. Mostly infantry here and there. There are some tank destroyers, M20 grenade, and even Panther bulletins. Ooh la la. We got double force Sturmpanies for Refero, for Luvnest. We got grenadiers and snipers. Also, big thanks to Dion for donating, supporting the Propagandacast, allowing me to keep doing what I do on a daily basis. Dion, you're a man, a titan within the realm of the Propagandacast. I salute you. Grenadiers setting out here. We got the snow moving out there for Luvnest. In the south, we got Refero moving ahead here for the southern victory point, already clashing with Dr. O's infantry here. I believe that is Prodigy, or Prodigy. I'm not entirely sure I want to pronounce there, but he's calling himself Dr. O now. I do not know who the other guy is. For all I know, it could be Barton eating a bar soap. Anyways, triple force here for Refero, Luvnest with grenadiers and snipers to hunt down the Americans. Dr. O and Dr.T striking here hard with riflemen, the backbone of freedom, the GIs, the men in olive green. Sturmpani forces moving up, engaging, start backing up here. Note here how Luvnest and Refero backing up each other in the centre. They seem to have planned out that this area is pretty much just pointless to fight in initially. And instead they're going to try to support each other here, trying to overwhelm at least one of the American players and then push onwards from that point. Sandbags up here by the northern victory point. Here in the centre, Grenadiers being overwhelmed by rifle snub, doing what he can, but he's just one man against so many Americans. I'm a sharpshooter, not a machine gun operator. Get me a machine gun if you want more. Send one American dead per minute. And this could be wiped out. That'd be a nasty blow here to Luvnest in the early game there. That's clearly what Dr. O is aiming for, but we got the first option. It's Dr.T with Airborne. Grenadiers on the way there for Luvnest, churning out that brave infantry. We got more forces got here for Refero, stand-up build there. Similarly, both American players are just sticking to the infantry, probably going to take out fast. We got the lieutenant out there for Dr. O, and similarly for Dr.T. They're both are big fans of Lieutenant Dan. Follow those riflemen. Rifleman falling back here, Racing sneaking up. They're going to try and outmaneuver the German sneaky play there by Dr.T. We'll have to see if he goes for any Pathfinder, see what he's going to be aiming for here. It's going to be interesting to see how he uses it. I mean, he certainly seems to be aiming up for not just using it for the P-47s. We got an M20 out for Dr.T, and we got one from Dr. O. We got double M20s. I haven't seen that in ages. That's pretty rare, actually, and they haven't even been buffed yet. So that's pretty impressive in a sense. Obviously, could be responsive to the snow, in which case double M20s could do damage. They might also be planning to actually use the mines, which would be very interesting and very disruptive for the Germans if they get caught on them. Refero here with the Refero Schlepper, the way setting up. Mechanized, possibly. Most players will tend to place them a bit more aggressively so they can support the teammates. Though, of course, it could be a battle group headquarters as well. I mean, ultimately, anything goes on the battlefield. Except French. French doesn't go on the battlefield. That's just right out. Pioneers was rifle holding up behind the heavy cover. There we go. It is the mechanized ranking there for Refero. Most likely meaning Lux Aufklärungspanzer, maybe a Puma or some Stukazufuss. Lieutenant out here for Dr. O. Dr. T's lieutenant moving up westwards there. Oh, he's actually backing up here as well, so they're keeping close together. Best buddies. There we go. First M20 rhyming, second M20 backing up the first M20. Dr. O and Dr. T also clearly, cooperating here. Partners in crime, the crime of spreading freedom. Rather than closing round over the Pioneers, that'd be helpful, but instead the Pioneers, instead of the ones getting absolutely riveted with lead here, by Dr.O and Dr.T working together here. Unit wiped out, a bit of loss here for Luvnest. Going to slow down his tech since he has to get the more pioneers. And Gunners are being outmaneuvered by the M20, a bit aggressive, but Dr.O could risk a Panzerfaust, but he's staying, I think, at a safe range here. Worth noting, Luvnest does not have bulletins for extra range in the Panzerfaust. They tend to be reasonably common for a lot of players. Person like to go from there. You go. Both M20s converging on the Grenadiers here. They're basically singling out what they believe to be the weaker target. In this case, it is Luvnest trying to get a wipe here, full moving up there. They do have Panzerfaust, and they quickly break off. And in this case, though, Dr.O was a bit too slow there. Ludwig is on the Panzerfaust, gets off a nice hit there on the M20. In the south here, the Germans seemingly are trying to take advantage of the Americans' push into the west, but Dr.O valiantly holds the line here and is not about to be deterred by the Krauts. But on the other hand, he might have been drawn into the MD42 a bit too fast and is forced away, so they might open up the south Panzerfaust on the other M20 as well. Both M20s Panzerfausted. The unfortunate series of events there for the American armed forces here of the 1st Armored Division. It's now opening up here, 11 kills for the German army. Dr.T has yet to commit to anything there from his doctrine. So does not seem to be a man of the Pathfinders. And I mean, if he's gone for platoon command post, there's no point in dropping in a 50 caliber. That's just too expensive. So I'm assuming he's more likely to at least try for the anti-tank guns. Maybe paratroopers. Paratroopers, but I feel are very undervalued units by a lot of American players. Well handled, they can lay down some serious firepower. We got telemines down here, of course, in anticipation of the M20s. We got the second doctrine. It is the, of course, incredibly common heavy cavalry company. I mean, if you see an American player that isn't usually going to 2 vs 2 match and one of them isn't going for something, you can definitely, say, wow, that's unusual, because you're pretty much guaranteed someone is going to go for this doctrine. It is just an incredibly, almost insidiously flexible doctrine with elite infantry. The few people don't use it because the rifle usually do the job quite well enough. Mines, smoke screens, combined arms, which people never really use either, and of course the person, which is pretty much the prime reason to get it. I'm trying charging forward, taking on his push back. He could have Panzerfausted, but he probably deemed in this situation he tried to Panzerfaust. He would likely take too much damage and risk a wipe before he got away. More tunnel mines or mines, just regular mines here this time around. Lots of mines here. You might even be using these attacks in the south as a diversionary measure to allow them to further just dig in around the center west, preparing for another push here from the Americans. So what we got here, we got 4 and we got 3 kills there on the M20s. We got the looks out here for Refero. Light Aufklärungspanzer following up with a Ketten effort, very good. No assault rifle yet up here for Refero. But within the first 10 minutes, both American players have a doctrine chosen, whereas neither German player have yet to commit to anything. I mean, sort of go what's most common. It's very likely, Luvnest's going to go for Jaeger Armour. That's very popular in 2 vs 2 games. The Elephant Tank Destroyer very much tends to be used a lot for that. Plus, of course, Bomb Strike's been useful. And, of course, Spec simply fulfills that, purpose. Another push here from Dr.T into the west. Seizing the victory point, or field point here, noting lots of sandbags here from both players. Of course, some have been wired off. Slow approach in the south. Dr.O is forced to give ground for now, as he does not have the firepower which to saw the German advance in the west here. We can see Luvnest trying to flank behind Dr.T and push him away, supported here by Refero's light vehicles. Excellent team play here, excellent team play. Luvnest following up with a 2-2 light Aufklärungspanzer in the south, rifle turning up, one hand gun off to try and slightly singe the advance of the 1st Armoured Division, 2nd Infantry Company moving out on the east side. In the west, Dr.T is proving to be a much more formidable opponent here for Luvnest and the Refero's light tank, and there you go. Spec Ops into a Puma, so he's definitely going to go for the good old Command Panther stall. Certainly an argument to have, but maybe they need to somehow look into this and the rest of the doctrine, because if they do end up tinkering more with this, they do risk risking that the rest of the doctrine does not become very good, because people pretty much choose the doctrine just for that one, but it's starting to look a bit overused. And his mines down here for Refero, more Schuhmine. Standing for Schützenmine, though it could very well blow off your shoe or shoe. As that was technically what it was designed to do, is an anti-personnel mine designed to maim and not kill, because from the German army's calculations, you know, if you kill someone, that's one guy dead. If you maim someone, then you blow off his feet. I mean, he's not going to be fighting anymore. They don't send in troops with peg legs. And more importantly, they're going to have to, you know, draw away other troops to pull them away from the front line. So just short term, you're sort of putting off pressure. They're slowing down the enemy. But also importantly, there's also just that psychological pressure of seeing someone getting maimed in front of you. So basically the math there is maiming is better than killing. Fun little note there. And there we go. Dr.T is going for the paratroopers. Excellent there. Stellar call-in. I hope he goes for the Thompson, since personally I do find him to be really powerful and had some absolutely insane success at times with paratroopers with Thompsons. Getting just incredible kills with a good flank and then using the tactical assault. I mean, he could also go for the light machine guns, which of course are also quite potent, but not quite as flashy in my opinion. Machine gun push back there. Let me see if Dr.O that goes for any ranges on the turn. Paratroopers landing down here. Dr.T not quite there with munitions for them, but until then they do still have the M1 carbines, which do pack a punch. Mine goes off. Catches up a few infantry units there. And nice mining there by Refero. And it is holding up here with a light machine gun firing from the holes in the walls. My apologies there. But they do lack, I would say, the sheer force to really withstand Dr.T's assault here. Two storms being taken out here by Dr.T's tank kind of team here. Lots of bazookas flying about. Like heading there from moving up. And it is doing what they can, but they are being overwhelmed by the sheer tenacity and stubborn will here of Dr.T. And there you go, full wipe there on Luvnest Grenadiers. Bit of a bleeding loss here. Quick replacement them. Very good. Sniper is at 19 kills. No tech up yet for Luvnest. I mean, he could consider a fast, quick support armor core. A reasonably fast Panzer von Ostwind could possibly be useful here, and for that matter, Stug, he has to get it out. Dr.O there, I believe, is taking up. Dr.T has yet to consult his local nurse about the necessity of that. Reasons flying about here in the south. Puma Grenadiers standing on watch here, so basically Refero. In this case, we're sort of enacting this strategy and teamwork. Refero's providing support with the light vehicles, backing up him and Luvnest where ever needs to. Luvnest in the Fury pushes for medium on, getting out there, and then allows Refero to more easily stall for the Command Panther. At which point Luvnest could maybe then move on to tier 4. I mean, that could be a reasonably, I would say, good sort of tech leapfrogging strategy if that's what's playing. There we go. Dr.T going for the Thompsons. Thumbs up there. Dr.O sadly no ranges. At least as of yet, instead we've got lots of BARs. Almost got the fuel point there. Small victory for the German army. And there you go. Both players are now taking up, or have tagged up for there on the American side. Luvnest remains without a doctrine. Take up for Luvnest. Wunderbar. Puma doing what they can here with its 50mm cannon and its crack shoulder machine gun. Sniper found the rifle. Puma needs to fall back here in the west. Luvnest is making reasonably good progress in the western fields here against Dr.T, who has been routed in partly again due to Refero's support here. Really good play there between the two. I mean, they're sort of easily able to support each other with the light vehicles and infantry. That is some absolutely stellar teamwork there. In that regard, really deserves some commendation. So good play there. West rifle moving up. Here we got the M20 backing things for closing eventually too. And these got rifle moving ahead. There goes straight into a mine, and what a hell of a mine there. 4 men dead, 2 squads suppressed, and Sniper just gets one more kill. Definitely a good hit there on Dr.O, who needs to be more careful. Noting that while they do a minesweepers, they've not been able to keep pace with the attack, so that's definitely to the advantage of Luvnest and Refero here. And a full white bazooka team snuffed out. Good work there by Refero, and he's going for the Stukas of first, so he's definitely going for assault strategy. And meanwhile, I was wrong here. It is not a leapfrog strategy. Luvnest is going to rush for tier 4. That is pretty bold actually, and if they get hit by a lot of medium arm before they pull it off, it's actually pretty risky. I mean, in this regard, Luvnest can then be forced to pull out for the Panther really fast. And there you go, tactical assault as well. There we go, heavy damage. Those Falcon Leaders are dead meat. Tactical assault is a really powerful ability, similar to how tactical advance on the Stormtroopers is a really powerful ability. Bunker there laid up, but sadly not finishing time there. Nice idea there by Luvnest. Great to see someone making use of bunkers. That is the next job. I mean, even with the tactical assault, the stormtroopers or paratroopers are pretty good with the submachine. You see here, tactical assault just makes them really good. In particular, it makes them excel at just wiping units from retreat. So there you go. Those are some severe losses for Luvnest there. Bunkers down, infantry gone. Pretty big wins there for Dr.O and Dr.T there in the west. Can soon go for tanks. We got the first journal here for Dr.O. We got the Stukasse out here for Refero. Dr.O, of course, could decide to go for Jackson instead, maybe anticipating some heavy armour. Luvnest, there we go, building the heavy panzer corps. First Stukasse was barrage into the south here. Clears out the machine gun nest there. No, not the machine gun itself, but the nest is gone. Air good tactical assault again. This time they caught a more unfortunate position. We still almost took out a full stability score there. Nice play by Dr.T. Nice play. There goes Sherman out. Dr.T remains without anything. Called in. He could even consider field cache with all that manpower exploding, or a second paratrooper squad. I definitely feel like he shouldn't be floating. And there we go. It is another paratrooper squad. He's in fact calling in there. 2 paratrooper squads can lay down some impressive firepower against the Germans. M20 they're doing what they can here with the 50 cavalry got like coming up. Pretty aggressive airdrop here by Dr.T. Sherman's heading out. Dr.T though still not building anything from his battalion command post. Another truck out there for Refero. That is likely going to be a spare planted quarters. Oh, Belgrove headquarters considering the timing. I mean, yeah, the timing, he's got to have to be building that, I think. Again, if he's building for the command panther, it doesn't make sense for him to go for the spare planted quarters. Of course, either way, he's going to be stalling that, I think, just a bit. On the west, fighting for the western points here. Heavy Panzer Corps is done for Luvnest, and he goes for the Sturmpanzer. Not what I'd 100% recommend, to be honest. Pretty risky in a lot of ways if the Allies decide to hard counter. There you go. Dr.T is going for the M36 Jackson Heavy Tank Destroyer. Then we're rolling a bit back here around the center. We've got a few chaps standing about as Dr.T prepares himself for another assault. And there you go. We got 2 squads now of elite assault troops. Double paratroopers with submachine guns. Done correctly, they can shred infantry like there's no tomorrow. So we'll have to see how Dr.T executes his assault. I will execute assault can completely demolish the enemy. There you go. On the south, Sturmpanzer moving ahead here for Luvnest. In the centre, build up there as well from Dr.O. As Dr.T launches the assault up here, Stock Pioneers being pushed back. Ooh, bolts over here, another mine goes off somewhere. Didn't quite get the Sturm Pioneers, but it was pretty close action. Paratroopers thereby have already gotten 13 kills, and they're almost at 22. Really impressive work there. Grenade off. Nice throw. There we go. 17 kills. There's the function of course. Remember, there's a penalty when you also activate. You become much easier hits. It's about timing it at the correct time. And there you go. Grenade assault. Almost got it. Forced away some of the reactions as well. Nice throw there by Refero. Smoking down here for the M20. Actually allowing them to pursue better. Here's Sturmpanzer's holding off. Dr.O's forcing the M20. Finally bites the dust. Leaving only Dr.T within an M20. Up north here, Raft backed up with the paratroopers push against Luvnest forces. He was about to just cut them down with the MD-42 here. Sherman is slowly rolling out of there. And we got a bazooka here as well. My god, Jürgen, is that? Yeah, it's a candy bar. Nein, not sad. Oh, it's a bazooka. That's a lot less useless than a candy bar, I guess. Got the looks moving up here. Sturmpanzer rolling ahead here. 1 kill so far. Not exactly the most explosive start here for Luvnest. Sturmpanzer 4, or the Sturmpanzer is known. 1 kill slowly approaching Veteran 1 in the south here. We got the rifle moving up again, pushing back the Pioneers.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And looks like, yes, the second M20 bit the dust as well. So that's both those gone. Sherman clearing out mines. Nice work there. Bit risky by Dr.O not knowing what it's about, but in this case, there's not a lot really. Right, moving ahead here in the west, Dr.T continues to keep the fuel secure on there, going before dealing with the paratroopers. But lacking any way of dealing with them before too easily, they are forced to abandon the northern positions. With nothing to back them up, no secondary lines here. In fact, the entire western map part of the map now is wide open. Right, we set the Sturmpanzer, there you go, half the unit gone in the blink of an eye, vanishing from the very face of this pixelated earth. Colin is being assaulted here by the Lieutenant and the Sherman. Pack 40 trying to reposition into better spots here. Sturmpanzer to the rescue, veterans run gained, and Luvnest still remains for the Doctor, and there you go. Jackson the move, and a 50 caliber machine gun gets obliterated. Got the reaction to the hunt here, firing all the bazookas, but they failed to make any impact. Luvnest going for a second punch up there, Kanone 40. Farther up north point there being secured. Force is being sorted on the main, just jump onto push back, showing in the south. In the west, big push here from Dr.T. And there you go, tactical assault again, Force about to get wiped out. There we go, close to veteran 3 already. Really bad news there for the Germans. Those paratroopers are going to continue to wreak absolute havoc. Other paratrooper squad is fortunate, I say, for the Germans not quite making the same impact on the local German population. Could call in the smoke grenade to help deal with the machine gun. A large, more easy push there, but so far that is not forthcoming. Trying to flank out with the machine gun with the paratroopers. Nice move there. It's got the cooldown ready on the tactical assault as well, so well it should hear that's going to be a wipe. There we go. As you might notice, they're bleeding out incredibly fast. Like, that was just 2 seconds, maybe 3. That was the entire machine gun crew there. But they have to retreat now, otherwise the Sturmpanzer 4 is just going to melt them away. They're not quite as fast. That's that machine gun crew. Going for that machine gun, pretty risky spotting right from the Sturmpanzer. There you go, nice hit from the Jackson tank destroyed, but it's quickly scurried away with the infantry. Still looks like the machine gun might have a small chance of being carried away with the American rifle, the last man running. Double Jackson for Dr.T. Dr.O, I imagine, is stalling here for the person. He's actually gone for the captain here to go for anti-tank. Its machine gun gets dropped right before it's too late. And there we go, all hell here unleashed on the looks, but it survives. Dr.O, the following up here in the east line holds. Most of the pressure being drawn away towards the centre west here. Partly due to Dr.O's and Dr.T's assault in the west. A very nice play there. In fact, they're doing exactly their purpose. Tease off pressure here by threatening the German fuel supply in the west. And it does seem to work if that was the case. I'm sending out here. No caches from either side, though they might benefit from it. Second Jackson, they're ready for Dr.T. And the 1st Armoured, as the 1 and 16th Panzer Division continues to hold on for Deutschland. Sturmpanzer really close to Victory 2. That's going to need some repairs. We see there. We got Jaeger Armour, more or less as predicted. Air recon is out, not a bad idea at all. Guess this means he's stalling for the Elephant, though a Panther I think would be more helpful now. We'll have, of course, it's going to come down to Pink Park to what pressure the Allies can exert actually as well. Stugas is fine here, 2 kills. That is not impressive. 2 kills. In fact, might have lost the previous one, forced to replace it. Maybe. I've got abandoned, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Quick sniping hit there from the Puma on the west. We got another push as well. The Americans are on the fence, and their units are being obliterated by the Sturmpanzer Pack Force. They're taking out one of Dr. T's Jacksons. Not a good push here, but Dr. T lacking a smoke screen. He easily allowed himself to be an easy target as he pushed up across an open field. Not good here. In the east, Germans are being pushed back here as Dr. Obama continues to, Dr. O continues to hold the line here. 50 caliber slowly approaching Metro 3 here. And Luvnest does go for the Panther. Definitely, I think, a better idea. Oh my goodness, Sherman there, wiping entire Sturm Pioneer scope with a single high explosive round. Certainly leaving Refero shot in. There he goes, calling in the Command Panther. Defeats Panzerwagen 5. That, along with the regular Panther, means there's going to be 2 Panthers out in the field here against the Shermans and the Jacksons. Dr.O, though, is getting very close to the Pershing heavy tank. Roughly a minute. A bit more than that, though. Command Panther, though, launching itself here, largely unsupported. There we go, looks like he's stopping up there on the small hill. Probably the better idea, to be honest. Shot fired, missed. There you go, Panther flanking in. Taking much of the things right now, saying no, in fact, we've got 2 anti-tank guns, they're not quite aimed the right way. Jack's moving in, and he got the Stukas an aggressive raid here, but Dr.T calling in P-47 for further shot things. Sherman down into the Command Panther. Can the Jackson escape? Yes, it's been marked by the Command Panther as well. Second Panther arriving. Units being wiped out here. It looks like Refero suffered another wipe. P-47's unleashing hell here. Everything's exploding around the Command Panther and the nearby anti-tank guns. In the west, Dr.T's launching assault here. Rockets unleashed. Another wipe for Refero. He is bleeding out. Sturm Panzer looks like it's going to get away here. Petrus cooking obliterate, and there you go. More P-47 rocket hits. Almost got the Command Panther units nearby, suddenly being threatened. House collapsed. Seeing installing up things, and no smoke streams from Dr.O, though he is very, very close to the Pershing. Big push here from Dr.O now with his infantry. Looks like Refero was able to save the Command Panther there from a horrifically explosive demise at the hands of the American Air Force. And there you go, Dr.O can finally go for the Pershing. Those yet to commit to it. We got more P-47 rockets here, taking the Panther down to half health, pushing out here for Dr.O and the first armament. A Kedma recruit smoke there. Struck down there by the rifleman. Cap moving in further. Strange machine gun held by Refero's brave footers. They're really short in infantry. He has suffered some extraordinary losses in infantry and support weapons. They might even suffer some light vehicle losses, but he mostly seems to be increasing the vehicular man. Whereas Luvnest does have a slightly more balanced force in that department. Pershing moves in, immediately obliterates Jürgen with a single hit there from his 90mm gun. There you go. Otto and Fitz follow Jürgen into hell. Got the Petrus wing out there, 31 kills. Other one with 4 kills. Not quite making the splash, the first one did. And Dr.T now committing to double Scots, which does seem a bit more vulnerable to armour. Love to see how if those Germans could maybe exploit that, or they're going to suffer under the Scots' heavy accuracy against the infantry. As for Dr.O, I mean, he could consider some Shermans, Jackson to back with his Pershing, definitely consider something, and it's almost taken out here by the Pershing. 5 killed so far. Probably will end up with 7 soon. And 7 indeed. Luvnest is suffering a wipe. Both German players now short on infantry. The Refero's doing his best to quickly replace them. Push here, pretty risky, right into the heart of the American front line. Grenade assault off here. Oh! Goodness, almost taking out their units. And we could see another wipe here from the Pershing, though in this case he doesn't go for the easier to wipe, he goes for the bigger one, the harder one. Oh, there we go, tries, a bit too late. Pack penetrates the Pershing's arm, we got the Grenadiers flanking in, going for that victory point. Pershing shoots, misses. Hits a shed instead. Fifth go with 2 kills. West side is actually seeing very little action now. It seems like they've forgotten about the focus more east centre here. Nine kills on that Pershing, and he's rapidly routed. Looks like, yeah, we go. Another wipe the Refero. He is just bleeding out. His men are getting sundered. Stukas on the way for Refero. Shot penetrating the Panther's front armour there. Second shot bounces. Jackson on then has absolutely no such issues and punches through there. Panzerwerfer out for Luvnest. There goes Scott on the field. Second also moving up there. That's going to be 2 Scots here versus the 5th cavalry there. But a quickly getting shot at here by Pack 4. Nice position by Luvnest. So good. Pershing taking another hit. He needs to get some support on that. They does slack the units to do so. Dr.T has rear-slons, but they do not seem to be moving so far. Almost got the second paratroop squad they've reinforced. There we go. Dr.T being a good teammate this, it's about repairing his teammate's Pershing. But it seems like he's trying to get the Pershing out of the front line, which is actually a pretty good idea there by Dr.O. Command Panther taking hits here from Bazooka Fire. Oh, grenade assault clears out the cannon for nice throws there by Refero's men. Yeah, we can do this. There's enough grenades, yeah. There's enough grenades. Problem is we don't have enough of those. Grenade out from Dr.O, very nice word. Then immediately counter wipes the cannon there, quick reclaiming it. That cannon's going to be covered in gold and shrapnel. Western pushing, machine gun backing up. Dr.T's assault, he's going for the west again. There you go, Luke's moving in, but nothing to meet to deal with it. Damage into the Panther there for Luvnest. Sturmpanzer hanging back close to eventually free. Stuka's Woods almost taken out by the misclick there by Refero. Command Panther being damaged up. Continue advance here, and there you go, unit wiped out. That's actually pretty good there for Refero. Bad news for Dr.T. Pax and Pumas in the east. And we got armor piercing rounds to take aim, and the Sturmpanzer's down. Don't know if that was some sort of weird pathing error, mistake, or what happened there for Luvnest. Our way though, this Sturmpanzer is gone. That was a veteran one too. There you go, Luke's gonna go down. Nice kill there for Dr.T. Bit of a loss there for Refero, who is certainly suffering increasingly large losses here. Pershing off being taken out of the double pack forward. Really nice work there by Luvnest, and there you go. Double packs punch through the Pershing armor, cooking up the crew like a nice knockwurst. 50 caliber versus MG34. It's just not where you expect them to be. North Luvnest Panther strikes. Victory points wise. The Americans are behind, but they're slowly bringing down the Germans to the level. And there you go. Pack wiped by the veteran free lieutenant. Shots flying at the Panther, none of them penetrating. She was firing it, trying to break up the things here. And there we go. That's the Panther effort actually. And the anti-tank crew gets snuffed out. That whilst the Americans on control most of the map, the Germans are under the defense over here. Refero teching for the battle group headquarters most likely. No, actually the Strap Hunter headquarters obviously doesn't have the he's already got the other two trucks. Not sure what Luvnest is planning for next. Another Sturmpanzer, maybe the Elephant. He could do his more infantry. Dr.O, Colts and Rangers. We got both paratroopers and Rangers in the field now. Amazing. The Americans, I think, should consider laying down some fighting positions around the victory points, at least the ones on the sides, to make it harder for the Germans to rush, to make it easier for them to defend. I mean, I think it would be a pretty good way of using the resources personally. Unit wiped out, but the Stukas of Fuss. Nice work there by Refero. Scott, they're taking a hit from the Panther. And Luvnest assault so far seems to work out reasonably well in the north, though he is encountering resistance here as Dr.T's Scots blast the pioneers into tiny pieces. And he's going for a sniper again, Luvnest here. He's going for another one. The first one, by the way, has got 56 kills. That's pretty impressive. He's aiming for double snipers here. Dr.T for double Jacksons. And Dr.O has yet to commit to any more armor. They just have the fuel for it. Paratroopers chatting force, but they're taking heavy fire from double Panthers. Tactical advance here, which of course makes immediate targets for the Panthers' machine guns. Pretty risky, but if you got in the wipe, then of course would have been worth it. Strap Panzer Courts could be set up here to cover the fuel point on the north. Nice teamwork again there by Refero, backing up his comrade in arms there. If necessary, really good team play there. I would say, in fact, from both sides, which is really nice to see. And it's actually a bit rarer to see, so absolutely outstanding work. There we go, Rifle moving up here, backed up at the 5th cover against the Grenadiers. We got Pathfinders out there for Dr.T as well. I wonder what he's playing with those. Smoke screen off here. Suddenly the Allies begin to use more of their abilities here. Growing territory on the east there, and we got the second Jackson out there for Dr.T. Finding his normal centre westwards again. Now it's the east that's sort of being forgotten a bit. It seems like it's not been forgotten by Luvnest recruiting the snipers here. Dr.O with 3 anti-tank guns, 2 American, 1 German. Shifting them about, there's also still the academy for which he could have posed grabbing a pinch if he wants it. More bunkers, more mines here from Refero and Luvnest in the west. Very nice. This time getting upgraded. Very good. Panther takes right here from the Jackson. Moving in there from Dr.T. Second moving up here as well. Panther being pushed back. Bunker go down. We got artillery fire down here to break up the American. There go. Catches Dr.T's paratroopers. Slashing them apart in massive rippling explosions. Machine gun bunker finding up, but about to go down just as it gets ready there. Bad luck for Luvnest. Bit just looking at them up. Maybe puts them a bit too risky positions. Probably better off just coming up here. Fair punch called by his film fall back here. Might have decided wasn't a good one up there. Almost got a unit there. Another artillery barrage off here from the Germans. Rocket artillery. Did not have much of an impact there for Refero. Continues with his infantry armor assault, but it's being resisted here by the Jackson, which is close to being destroyed though. And there you go. Goes down to Pack 49 situated there, but Luvnest eventually free. Very nice work. Bit of a blow there to Dr.T and the 1st Armoured. Also, they're sweeping through the retreating re-echelons. Sadly, no tactical assaults advances there to help finish off things. Pathfinders with bars up, so they've been upgraded to Pathfinders. Cheeky tactic there by Dr.T that does feel a bit late here, but could still be effective. Scott's being engaged with the Puma. Veterans 2. Veteran 3, in fact, right then and there. Jackson misses. Ooh, bad luck there for Dr.T. Grenades off him. Good to double wipes here for Refero. Oh! He is suffering so many Fultz grenadier losses. They're just dying left, right, and centre. Like canaries in a Victorian coal mine. They're just dying horribly. Well, orphans could also work as well, really. Probably both. Anyways, F flares off there. Just flares off from Refero. Panther booming in there, playing aggressively, looking for an opportunity. Saw it and could take out here Dr.T Scots. Very nice play in this case. Decides to back off, but still very nice raid here. Bit of an to back up things in case things went wrong for Refero. Would have been nice. Maybe some supporting troops here from Luvnest, who goes for another bunker. He definitely wants to make that bunker work. How many bunkers have we built here? This is a sad one, but this one is gonna work. I guarantee it. Puma close to veteran 3. Dr.O continues to just float so much fuel, not bringing up armor. His last running in infantry and support weapons now. I do feel like a Sherman or Jackson to back up his Pershing would be helpful for him. Oh, actually, never mind. He lost the Pershing, so I guess he's saving up for it, but he can't that. So he's actually in a bit of a sticky spot in that sense. And Dr.T has suffered some heavy loss. In fact, he's down to just the paratroopers and the Pathfinders infantry. The riflemen have been exterminated like rats by Refero and Luvnest. German pest control. Airgun machine gun bunker finding what's supposed to Panther barrage firing off it pretty close as well. Further breaking up Dr.T's assault. Panther for gaining veterans 1-9 kills there for the fatherland. Very good. We got more grenadiers for Luvnest. No Panzer Grenadier. Triple pioneers though. Lots of flamethrowers there. Forces backing up. Further sword forces sneaking up, and we got the Jackson out here for Dr.T. That is his 3rd Jackson, I think. Actually, might even be his 4th. 104 into an 8. Pioneers charging forward into a lot of waiting angry Americans. Grenade off though. And more rocket artillery this time though from Refero's Stukasafuss. Just being obliterated. Americans are quickly bleeding out since they got control on the point, so they need to do something, I think, a bit drastic here. Luvnest going for another Sturmpanzer, so while he has gone for the Dachshund, he is not using it for the elephant by the looks of it, using it for the other abilities, which is not a bad thing at all. Dr.T lining up for the assault, but there you go. Already the veteran defeat. Pack 40 causing quite a bit of grief there. One Jackson already stalled out. This is moving ahead. Panther taking heavy fire, but can't clear out that Pack 40 easily. Scots doing when they can. Flares down into further easing up things here. Commander and Panther gaining veteran 2 as Dr.T's in charge force. We've got P47 called in, but I think he's called in too early. It mostly covers his zone of the bit there. It doesn't really cover much off as the Germans can still reasonably defend without having to worry about the P47s. In the south here, Dr.O is forced back here by Refero's advances. With infantry in there, go machine gun holding up things there. Nice work, nice work. And Refero going for a Panzer IV. Machine gun bunker once becoming the target of American ire. They're going for a pushback, and that actually means he can rush the Scots there with this Panther. Although, of course, they have 3 rest anti-tankers back on. In fact, we got 3 there from Dr.O. Bunker about to go down to the double Scots. 64 points left here for the Alps. We've got the Lieutenant going here for the Fultz Grenadiers. Rangers there, 7 kills on north, more rocket artillery, more disruption, more chaos, more carnage. Anti-tank in there wiped out. $54 points left here for the 1st Armour Division. Drastic measures are needed to ensure that the 1 and 16th Panzer Division does not win this sector for the fatherland. Puma ahead, there we go. Veteran 4 for Refero's Puma. Nice unit preservation there. Jackson opens up. Folks moving here, trying to clear out the center tank. It's pretty good prioritization there in the east. Scram's going to go on there. Panzer IV versus American infantry, anti-tank grenades and bazookas. Could be a bit of a problem for the Panzer IV. There we go, got at least 1 anti-tank gun. $48 points left. Panzer I was taken out here. Folks are being pushed back here by the Rangers. Machine gun moving up here to just block the point. Luvnest snipers are still alive. We got 74 kills and 11 kills. Really nice work there with the Luvnest snipers. This sharpshooter. And more artillery fire here. This time the Panzerwerfer. Looking to once more break up Dr.T's infantry forces to soften up his assaults. Pulling ahead here straight into the freshly arrived Sturmpanzer of Luvnest, and who knows what else in the paratroops they're almost taken out in one go. House collapsed here. American defenses are struggling and American attacks are not doing much better. So what will Dr.T and Dr.O try to do to change this situation, turn it around? Shots fired at the Command Panther, most miss. Spectacularly. Pulls there's a 5th cavalry in the east. We've got the Sturmpanzer dealing with advanced anti-tank and infantry. There we go, anti-tank and white, but immediately recruited here by Dr.O's plucky rifleman. 25 points left. He got more flares off here for Refero. Lieutenant pushed back here by the Panzer IV from Refero. We got 21 points left, 20 points left, 19 points left. Dr.O might just be going for that Pershing, but it could end up being a bit too late for him now. Could end up being a bit too late. 17 points left. And there we go, 2nd Pershing for the 1st Armour Division. Panther close to reaching 2. Up here we got a big push here from Dr.T, and now they're mad and push to move ahead. As he jumps in here for the Eastern victory point to gain that, quickly just beat out the Americans as fast as possible. Almost got the machine gun crew here. 10 points. Panther 1-5 from the double Jackson need to retreat. Ah, dear, that's too late. But then again, it's not going to matter since they won't be able to contest the point anyways easily. Beyond punch there, almost being overwhelmed by sheer bazooka, find other things. Almost down. Heavy machine gun fire here going down around the victory point. Got the point, there you go. That's going to be GG. That's going to be GG. 1 point left, and game over. Loss here for the 1st Armored Division victory for the German 116th Panzer Division Winhunt. Some nice team play there by both sides, some aggressive play, lots of less seen things, so that's all great to say. We'll see. I think the Germans, or the Allies at times, but also the Germans, suffered too much from focusing too much on the cinema, enough, I think, deeper flanks. And I feel like the Americans would have benefited from a few mortars to lay down smoke screens to ease up, make their assaults easier. That's, I was feeling, as something that lacked, and made it much easier for the Germans to hold them back and actually, just bleed them out. They had mortars for smoke screens. I do think there might be some more room there. So that, of course, is just me. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. And remember to press the little bell there down there if you subscribe. This is Imperial signing off. And see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.